Stop. Hold on a second. I've gotten that. But now you're telling me that you want 10% of whatever it is that it cost me. Say it again. I don't even understand.
I'd like 10% of whatever amount of financing I'm instrumental in getting for you. So, how much? What's the sale price of the property?
1,750. You're my brother, right? Like I wasn't given away at birth.
No. Just please give me the facts. What's the sales price of the property? What offer was accepted?
$17,500.
How much did you put down?
A grand.
All right. So you're trying to borrow 16.5, or do you have more to put down towards closing?
No, I don't have anything else.
How much are you trying to borrow?
Well, I'd like to borrow that plus some to do the renovations, but I think to start off with, I just have to borrow that.
16.5.
Yes.
There are other costs attendant to a real estate closing.
Okay.
So you need a good faith estimate from the realtor.
Right. Well,
Normally, the good faith estimate comes from a mortgage lender, but you need an estimate of costs.
Well, I also have.
You've got real estate commissions due. Normally, the seller pays those, but sometimes they're split
No, the seller
between
is.
the seller and the buyer.
The seller
There's
is.
lots of details you need before this deal is shopped around. Most importantly, the most important detail is, what is this building worth as it sits right now?
Okay, I just need to make clear because even though you're my actual brother, I know how you are, and I mean, 10% to you. I mean, 10% to you
Does that
is.
sound fair to you?
I to be honest, I'm kind of sitting here slightly gobsmacked, but that could just be because I don't feel well. So, I didn't call you and ask you for advice, so it's unsolicited. But
I'm giving you good advice, and I'm not charging you for the advice.
that's what you say.
I'm not charging you for the advice. I'm only charging you if I'm instrumental in finding you a loan. Then I'm charging you 10% of the face value, preferably paid at closing. But if it can't be worked out to be paid at closing, then at some point paid.
Well, just out of curiosity, can I in this? What did you call it? A friendly estimate?
No, a good faith estimate.
Yeah, good faith estimate. Am I allowed to include in that good faith estimate when I apply to a mortgage company $4,000 for my brother?
4,000?
Well, I mean, I'm just saying, why 10%? Why not 20? And can I include it as my brother? This for my brother for his kindness.
No.
Oh, okay. How do I word it then?
It shouldn't even be on the paper.
So how am I going to get that money then, Jonathan?
Well, let's worry. Look, just agree with it, and then we'll worry about how it's structured. I don't even know if you can get it.
Okay, so, but then basically what's going to happen is because we all know that I can't get an extra 10% for you when I've got a roof to put on the building. So let's assume I can't get it, and then I've got you breathing down my neck for the rest of my life for your whatever it is, $2,000 or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Is that safe to say?
That's very safe to say.
Okay. So I think in which case it's better for me to walk up to a stranger on the street and ask that person for advice, because so far you haven't really told me anything, and in fact you spent the first 10 minutes of the conversation finding out if I knew anybody I could borrow the money from, and you call yourself a mortgage expert.
A loan officer.
Right. Okay.
I have 5 years experience in the industry as a loan officer.
Okay. And you know me, right? Do I walk up and borrow money from people?
No, but I'm suggesting that you think about it.
Okay, so what part of that 5 minutes?
And if you get the money from somebody that you know, I still want my 10% because it was my suggestion.
Are you out of your effing mind?
No.
Wait, are you kidding me? You think for 1 second that I'm going to hang up this phone and oh my gosh.
You started the conversation by saying you refuse to go to somebody you know. So I want my 10% now if you do go to somebody you know because I suggested it.
Jonathan, are you joking? You're out of your mind. Go to hell, Jonathan. You're absolutely nuttier than you were 3 days ago. just because you bring something up doesn't mean the thought never crossed anybody else's minds on the planet. Is that? I'm hanging up, Jonathan. Seriously, dear God. Bye.
All right, wait a minute. Back to business. Get the zoning.
I'm not talking to you, Jonathan. I just deleted the entire email with any advice whatsoever. Okay. Goodbye.
Bye.
Oh my